is sponsored by Skillshare. Hello DIY friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danie and I do all things creative and wonderful on this channel. Today I am tackling a really exciting and cool DIY project, and it's exciting and cool because it's a project that is in collaboration with my friend Alexandra Gator and the Team AG. So many of you have been asking for this and we wanted to deliver. But what are we doing? I am helping Alexandra build a DIY for one of her bedroom makeovers. So at the end of this video, I will be traveling with my DIY to that bedroom in question and showing you all kind of a little extra behind the scenes fun with Team AG, along with the reveal of my creation, of course. So if you are starting on this video, then hello, welcome to part 1 of 2. After this video, you can use the link in my description box to see the entire bedroom makeover, or if you came from Alexandra's channel, welcome to part 2 and welcome to my channel. If you're new, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. Join this wonderful creative beast community. I share lots of fun, aspirational, motivational, and maybe a little nerdy and weird DIY projects that you don't want to miss out on. Hot dog! I just slapped a table you can't see, but we have fun here. With that said, let's get into this video. Y'all know the drill by now. Editor, roll the tape. Boop. So let's get into the tea of the space we are building this DIY project for. I realize you're probably going to get a more in-depth explanation from Alexandra, so let's just summarize a little bit. This bedroom makeover is for Marissa, who currently lives in a very common industrial-esque type condo, downtown Toronto, high ceilings, exposed air duct systems. She described her space as a white box, a blank space ready to be molded and shaped into something beautiful, and I agree, girl. You deserve some color in that room. Marissa had only one ask for this space, and that was a headboard for her bed, which is where I come in. Alexandra was focusing her efforts on making this space a minimal, color-filled, infused bedroom, while she asked me to focus my efforts on fulfilling the one and only ask she had, the headboard. No pressure.
Bring it on.
Let me show you the inspo photo for this space, which honestly was my entire building block for this DIY assignment. So this photo was actually featured on AD. This is Martha Hunt's New York apartment. It was designed by Giancarlo Valle, and it just features this beautiful kind of dusty pink headboard slash bed frame, and it's beautiful. This whole room is just beautiful. When I saw it, I audibly gasped. I was like, oh, it's beautiful. Basically, I'm just obsessed with it. Now, Alexandra and I agree that while we didn't have the space to do a full bed framed velvet explosion, we could certainly try and mimic the headboard look to bring in that color and that vibe. The elements that I love about this headboard was the thickness of it. Like, it could be its own shelf on top of the bed, but I also love that the headboard kind of reaches all the way to the floor. This headboard is like acting as a piece of art itself, and I really want to use that. Alexandra and I talked about a lot of different types of headboard styles and shapes, but my thoughts kept coming back to very timeless designs. It's really fun to do cool curvy and wavy headboards, but something like that can lose its appeal after like a year or two, and I didn't want that for Marissa. I'm hoping by sticking to a classic shape, it could keep the headboard feeling timeless, but also not overpower the room either and take away from every other element that Alexandra's gonna put in there. So my goal is to really use this headboard as inspiration and create a very cool custom sized one that is thick, it's beautiful, it's stylized, and it's velvet. Easy peasy, right? Oh yeah. So first thing we need to do, we need to get our materials together. Scratch that. First thing we need to do is to drink this coffee. It's a good start. DIY friends, just taking a quick break from our DIY headboard to chat with you about the sponsor of today's video, Skillshare. I am just going to straight up say I'm personally a massive fan of Skillshare. It's because of their platform that I know how to use and sketch and Procreate. I also know how to take better photos on my camera. And honestly, I just generally love learning and discovering new techniques, especially in the creative space, that's gonna help me in my creative practice. So if you love and and want all of those things for yourself too, then I think you're going to love Skillshare just as much as I do. That rhymed. That's so fun. So what is Skillshare? Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of online classes and members across 150 countries who come together to find inspiration and take the next step in their creative journey. This is a place to get inspired, learn new skills, and put them into practice. And they have a lot of different areas to learn in. There's interior decorating, photography, illustration, graphic design, freelancing and entrepreneurship, journaling, music, web development, and the list goes on. What I love the most is that Skillshare makes a creative life possible for everyone around the world, which is what I hope to do through my channel too. Like I mentioned before, I'm really trying to deep dive more into understanding Procreate on a deeper level, because honestly, I use it on a daily basis for my business, for DIYing concepts, and just sharing my creative ideas. I just had a very basic understanding of how to use it, but then I started taking Brooke Glasser's class called Intro to Procreate, illustrating on the iPad, which is updated constantly to keep up with the program changes, which happens a lot. And I have to say, I appreciate that. After taking a bunch of courses, I just feel like it's completely changed how I use the app and my understanding of it. I'm honestly just thrilled, and it's ad-free, so you're never interrupted. They have new classes launching every single week, and their entire catalog is available in Spanish, French, Portuguese, and German subtitles, so you can learn no matter where you are. What's even better is that the first 1,000 people to use the link or my code DIYDanie will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. If you're looking to learn a new skill or maybe just level up on your current skill sets, check it out and discover a new side to your creativity. Now, is there a how to sew on this platform? Because your girl's gonna need that pretty darn soon. All right, let's get back to the DIY. So let's talk about the material. I got this beautiful kind of dusty pink velvet material from Etsy. I will link the shop below because they were super great. My only fear now is, did I order enough? I'm like confident that I did, but you know, there's always like that voice in the back of your head going, did I? Did you? But yes, I'm gonna put this off to the side and hope to God I don't get it dirty. We have a lot to do before we actually can start upholstering. So I have, okay. So what I have in front of me is a 3-inch piece of foam. I also have a 1/2-inch sheet of plywood here. Now, I actually already cut this sheet of plywood to the dimensions that I need to fit the bed frame. I went with a 1/2-inch sheet of plywood because I felt like anything thinner would be a little too flimsy, but anything thicker was just like too much, you know, and would just add weight. I went with a 3-inch foam because I really wanted this thing to be thick. It's gonna be large and in charge. I can add thickness on the front and also on the back side to really give this kind of headboard a really cool look. So hopefully this all works out. What I need to do is decide what is the bottom of my headboard, because I'm gonna have to measure up where the bed frame is going to kind of meet this headboard, and then I'm gonna be adding a 2x4 piece, and that'll be the way that I secure it onto the bed frame. So with that said, I need to measure out on my plywood sheet. We need to go cut down a 2x4, and then we can start adding this foam down to the board. I don't know why every time I say foam, it sounds weird. Foam, 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 foam. Why does that word sound so weird to me right now? Okay, let's start this DIY. What am I doing with my life? Yeah, you better. We have our backboard as we did before. We now have a brace on here, and now I want to start adding all of the foam. Boom. And now I want to start adding all the foam onto this board. I would just like to say something. Last time I did upholstery, I did not have a foam cutter. and everyone said, Danie, you gotta get a foam cutter. So what did I do? I ordered a foam cutter for the moment that I was going to need to cut foam again. Today is that day. I opened up the foam cutter. I'll tell you, it didn't work. It was broken. It's in pieces. It's in pieces. So you know what? Today we are going to be cutting the foam, but I tell ya, I tried and it didn't work. So anyways, let's get some foam on here and let's start shaping this thing. The good thing is that I can start framing it to this, flip it over, and then cut straight down. So hopefully that will work, because if it doesn't, I don't really know what to say. Okay. Yeah, you better. Okay, so I'm very happy with where I've gotten today. Now I have good news and bad news. The good news is, while it looks kind of weird right now, it's all gonna be okay. Trust the process. The bad news is I ran out of foam, and I knew I was gonna run out of foam, so I ordered more, and it doesn't come until tomorrow. So I'm just gonna wait for the rest of the stuff to come tomorrow, and then we're gonna see this come together very quickly. In order for me to do this headboard properly, I felt like there was going to be some sewing involved, and I don't want to screw this up. So I'm bringing in help, because you know what? I'm not afraid to ask for help when I know that I need it. I am bringing in my mom. She is coming down to help me finish this headboard and make sure that the upholstery portion of this programming goes well. Thank you, Mom. Very good. But in the meantime, I will see you tomorrow, and hopefully we can bring this together. Okay. Good morning, friends. It's been a slow morning, but a good one. I'm just waiting for my mom to get here. I've also been scrambling. I was like, I better vacuum my floors. I don't know if anyone's like that. I'm 32 years old and I still feel the need to have to desperately clean my house before my mom gets here. I love when my mom helps me DIY. It's just always fun to be creative with somebody, especially if it's your mom. Yeah, I'm excited for today. I am in fear that the foam that's supposed to deliver today isn't going to come till later in the day, which is not going to be great. But I do think that my mom and I can focus on creating the piece that's going to go over top of the bed frame. Either way, I'm just waiting for my mom to get here, and then we can get going. So, all right, let's get this day going. It's Grandma! Oh, what did Grandma bring for you? Spoiled. Oh, boo-boo. Okay, on your bed. You love when Grandma comes. So we took a look at the bed and, well, the headboard, and we realized we really needed that foam to do any of our next steps. So basically we were sitting ducks. So I said, forget it. Let's go get some foam, and I'll just return the one I ordered from Amazon, and then we can get started on this DIY. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Keep moving. Stop it, stop it. Okay, so Mom and I moved into the kitchen space because the width of our material wasn't long enough to be able to pull all the way to the back. So what we're doing is we're taking some material, some extra velvety material that I've had, and we're just going to basically add some extra material just to give us a little bit more play on both sides to pull it tight and make it the headboard that we need to make it. So luckily Mom's here because, I mean, I could do it, but you know, it's just better if someone else does it. You know your strengths, play within them. This is definitely yours versus mine.
This is true.
We're back, we have the sheet on, and we've kind of marked off the end where we want the bottom to sit, and I added the little feet back on. The nice thing is that the feet is holding it where it needs to be, but we're gonna tack the bottom so that we can pull the top and figure out where grommets are going to go, and I will explain that when I get there, but either way, let's get the bottom tacked and then we can move on to the next step. We tack the bottom and we just temporarily tack the top because the plan is that the bed frame is going to attach to the headboard, and what I need to do is create holes in the fabric where those screws are going to go into. I don't want the fabric to tear, so what I'd like to do is create a hole and then put the grommet in. So I'm basically telling the bed frame where the holes need to go, if that makes sense. So we need to do this now before we actually tack all the other places because I need to get under the material. Wish me luck. Ooh. We just finished the headboard. I'm super stoked with the way this turned out. And it's really funny to play with. You can like write things into it. Like you could write messages to your loved one at nighttime, you know? Also, we just finished and I want to show you guys what arrived. Do you want to know what arrived? New foam cutter. You want to know what else arrived? The other piece of foam. Yeah. So what we need to do is we just need to trim off the back pieces, and then we're gonna just close it up with some cambric, and I think it's gonna be great. Let's finish this bed off. Well, we made a headboard, and it's exactly what I set out to do. So now all I can do is pray that this is going to fit onto the bed frame with ease, but I have full faith because once like Gator gets in there and she puts all of her stuff and decor and beautiful things around it, I think it's all gonna come together and just look so beautiful. Big thank you to my mom. Thank you so much for coming to help me. You are the best. We basically need to pack this up, get it in the truck, and get it down to the location. So let's go do that. Woohoo! Good morning, friends. I am in my truck. The headboard is in the trunk. Oh my God, my headboard is in the bed of my trunk. That sounds weird now that I said it out loud. Yesterday, I got a call from Alexandra and she informed me that the bed frame that I custom made the headboard to didn't work. Like it just wasn't a good bed frame and we had to pivot. It sucks. Obviously now the DIY is not gonna work in the same way that I hoped it to. You kind of just have to roll with the punches, and we have a new bed frame. It's gonna work out, it's gonna be great. Pivot and persevere. So I got a big journey ahead of me. I gotta get downtown and let's deliver this headboard. So let's go! You guys need to see this.
It's so good. It's so good.
Nicely.
Actually, you matched the wall.
Okay, you did that. That's nice. That's really nice.
Thank you.
I also feel like I kind of match. Look.
Yeah, you do. Actually, you match the bedding perfectly.
Look, I'm the bedding and you're the wall. We're gonna put the headboard in and we're gonna make this vision come to life. Let's go, camera high five. part's done. Now it's Team AG's turn to step in and finish off this room. So excited. This is where the true magic happens. Amanda, what's it like working with Alexandra Gator full time?
It's amazing. Are you trying to do an expose right now?
Wait until you guys see this piece. We're gonna unbox it together.
Carla, behind the scenes expose. What's it like working with Alexandra Gator?
She's so mean to me.
The joke is everyone's so mean to me.
I'm nice to you.
Okay,
I
do it
cheer
again.
you on. All I'd like to say is that I'm happy she's on that ladder and not me. You're doing a great job. Be careful though.
And then I want to say something after.
Beautiful.
Okay, I feel like I say this every video, but this truly is, I think, my dream bedroom.
Gator just finished the space. Everything looks amazing. And we're waiting for Marissa to get here so we can reveal it to her. This is so exciting. I hope she loves it. I always get so nervous. I haven't done this in a while. It's been a while since I had to reveal something to somebody, so.
I'm used to it. But
Yeah.
I'm always nervous. I'm always so nervous. But you...
Well, I did just reveal an art piece to a friend, but it's not on this like level.
I feel better because I'm with you. I'm like, well, it's both of our work, so...
we go down together. She's gonna love it. Let's reveal it to Marissa.
1, 2,
3.
oh my God.
So what do you love the most? You can say the headboard, it's fine.
Oh yeah, then the headboard.
Really? Why whenever we do a room, it has to be a competition?
Headboard looks amazing, and I love the colors. I love the scale, especially with the ceiling. I love the scale.
So glad you like it. High five.
Oh,
that was terrible.
One more time. Woo! DIY friends, thank you so much for watching this lovely collab episode. I'm so excited to work with you again. This was fun.
Give this video a thumbs up if you want more collabs.
I mean, you did amazing.
Thank you.
The vision from the original photo to what we are seeing here is just like,
So good, right?
It's
You
chef's kiss.
killed the headboard. It looks so good. High five.
you guys should let me know, what did you think? Go check out Gator's video if you haven't seen hers, or if you came from hers, then I hope you enjoyed another look into the behind the scenes of what happens on with Team AG and the makeovers. If you want to check out my Patreon, it is in the description box below. We have fun there, and as always, my friends, stay positive, stay creative, and keep on DIYing. Bye-bye.